cuties. If no one has told you already today, people say nice things behind your back. So in today's reading, we don't have a specific color. We have obviously red because of the tarot deck we were using, but I'm not going to take that as a color, so I'm going to skip that. But in today's reading, we are going to be discussing what are some good things, some nice gossip that people say about you that you may not be aware of. So we're going to have, we're going to talk about that a little bit. So we have 3 piles here. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Before we hop right into that, you can just choose a pile based on the description here, or you could wait a little bit and then I'll go into each card underneath. But first I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help out my channel. One way is by subscribing. That is the biggest way you can help out my channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so I would really, truly appreciate it, or giving this video a like. Also, I want to let you guys know I have a Depop where I sell a deck, which would help out my channel as well as give you a very beautiful deck, so you can check that out. It's linked in the description. I also do personal readings on there for $10, and it's a 20-minute video, and it will be yours forever, unlisted on YouTube, for your eyes only. Okay, so let's hop into the readings now. Let's take a deep breath before we enter, just so we come in with both positive energy or releasing some things that may be on our mind. Let's take a deep breath. These readings are a bit long today, so I hope you are ready, strapped in, seatbelt, ready for this ride. Okay, so first pile we have "You are so gorgeous," in and out. Maybe this is something people say about you. And then we have underneath that the Knight of Wands. So this talks about embracing. So you could definitely be someone who has really nice hugs, or gives very nice hugs, or maybe this person in particular that may talk good gossip about you. Maybe they tend to give you a lot of hugs, or hug you a lot. They also may want to embrace you, or tell people that they like to embrace you. Or you are very, maybe people like that you're always giving hugs. Maybe you're like a huggy person. Okay, we have time to move on for the second pile, and we were given the Emperor and the Knave of Swords. So in this reading, the Emperor basically reminded me of maybe a past relationship, or someone you may be moving on from. And this wasn't like, this is kind of like, I said it was like a dick, like someone who is a dick. I did the readings already, but this person wasn't, maybe not a dick, but like maybe didn't treat you right, and now it's time to move on, and they have some messages or some things that they maybe talk good about and say good things about you that you may not be aware of. So if that resonates, pick this pile. It doesn't have to be an X though. It could also be you may be a little bit more masculine, and that's something that people find attractive about you, or gossip a lot about you that they like. Maybe you're very strong, athletic, more of like maybe very authoritative. Maybe that's something that they like. Also, we have biting more specifically. Maybe there's something specific about biting, like it says biting, so that could be something sexual that someone likes about you, or that you may have done with a person. So that's in there. And then last one, we have "Give Me a Kiss," and we have "Kissing." So this one kind of reminds me of like the initial kiss, like the first kiss, our first kiss. Like they really want to freaking kiss you. Like they're like, "Give me a kiss, I want to kiss you." And it's like they're getting butterflies and goosebumps just thinking about the first kiss. So yeah, if that resonates, pick pile 3. Okay, we're gonna hop right into these readings, and starting with pile 1. Welcome to your reading about What are some of the good things that are said or gossiped about you? So, today we're going to do all the cards upright, and we're just going to, give you compliments. This whole thing is going to be hyping you up. So we got these cards here. Basically, this section is just to decide, or for you to see if this pile will resonate with you, to see if this is like to see if it resonates. So we have some appearances you may have. So first we have, you could have brown hair, you could be bald. Obviously these contradict each other, so this could be someone else viewing the pile, specifically who is this, and someone else who specifically has brown hair. Not all of these appearances are obviously going to fit you, so if you do see something that may match your appearance in this, you may want to stay tuned. So we have brown hair, we have someone who could be bald, we have thinner eyebrows, we have soft hands, they could have really soft hands. We have the yellower tinted skin. So this could be their skin looks a little bit more cool toned, yellowish. We have little ears. They could have smaller ears here. And then we also have blonde hair and protruding eyes. They have their eyes are protruding. Have you ever seen the girl from That 70s Show? I forgot what her name is, but she has dark, I think it's black hair, and she has really big eyes, and it's almost they're protruding. That's the type of eyes I'm talking about. Okay, so who you are as a person. So we have the Page of Pentacles. I definitely think this person, or you, are definitely someone who is on the journey of creating a name for yourself, creating a business, more specifically, following the footsteps or trying to create a lot of abundance. They're on the steps to learning a lot of skills. I'll read the description for you. So the Page of Pentacles personality typically represents a youthful or enthusiastic person, eager to learn new skills, especially those pertaining to finances or money. Maybe they're learning how to invest. Maybe they're learning how to, maybe they're investing in real estate, buying houses, selling houses, renting out houses, things like that. Enjoys turning ideas into tangible results. Maybe they're very go get 'em mentality, they're always thriving, always trying to make a profit off of something, everything they do. He sees the opportunity and potential in every situation and finds the best way to exploit them using his available sources. So they're always chasing after that bag, and they're on the move to find it. It's definitely giving me business entrepreneurial idea, especially since this guy's wearing a business suit. And I got this from one of my last readings I think I did last week, so that could definitely be someone similar who's watching again. We also have, he sees the opportunity in every situation and tries to exploit them, so they're always trying to find new ways to, they think smarter, not harder. They are always thinking very smart on what's the best and easiest way to get to the highest level I can, or make the most profit I can. And in a sense, the Page of Pentacles personality is entrepreneurial, well suited to the business world, and however, he is still in the early stages of learning entrepreneurship and business, and hasn't yet accomplished the result of the success of a king or queen. They're not financially to where they want to be. They're not a king or a queen. They're getting there. So that's what I'm getting. And I think also it doesn't just have to be about money, because we do have the Scorpion here, which is a fire sign. So this could just be about any passions you have. You're a very passionate person and you're always trying to find better ways on how to improve on those passions and get better at those things. So competitive tends towards isolation. Maybe this person is very competitive, and they could also be someone who's more introverted. Excuse me, more introverted, or more like tends to be isolated. When it comes to maybe like friends, like I think this person may have a smaller friend group, and they have a few friends that they could really rely on and feel that are truly authentic. Like they would prefer to have true authentic friends that are like in a smaller group than rather than being like friends with a lot of people. They also may they could be I keep saying they. You may be in a time right now where there may be an unresolved event from the past that made you left feeling burnt, maybe with like a friendship or maybe a financial situation. And it's saying maybe come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you could go back to your usual fiery, fun self. So maybe that's something like needing to be said. That could be something specific to help you see if this resonates. We also have this person is very wild, very free, fierce. Like they have a lot of confidence. I keep saying they. You have a lot of confidence. You have you're very wild, very fun. A little crazy. Maybe your friends could call you crazy or like crackhead because you're like you want to have fun and you're wild. And I think you're also wild when it comes to like everything creative. Like I think you're a very creative person. And a lot of fun. You're like very fun. People remember you as the person who always threw the best parties. And like even though you throw extravagant parties, you still at the end of the day like have a small clique of the people that you can you truly know and call a true friend or best friend. I think also you may be a type of person that stands out from the crowd with your outfits. You may wear very particular things. You like wear interesting things. Like you could rock like the most strangest or something that people would never dare to wear. You could rock it and people are like, wow, like look at them, like they could pull off that and they still look hot as hell, sexy as hell in that. Like that's amazing. And like everyone's like always staring, always looking. It's like you like to call attention to yourself, but you're not really like you like to wear whatever because you don't care what other people think about your outfit. Like you'll wear what you like and that's what matters. Okay, and then yeah, the Four of Wands, definitely a fun person. So optimistic, balanced, authentic, and content. They carry a innate sense of stability and certainty in their life. Nothing really there's nothing that's really being thrown at them. Maybe currently, maybe you're kind of just like over whatever this was and you're kind of just vibing, like living life, still having fun, having a great time. You're in like a middle ground right now. And these people are likely to be sociable. You're very sociable, actively involved in communities with friends and family, and like to have a good time and celebrate the good things, all the beautiful things in life. They often have a best reputation for throwing parties and celebrating. So, I think you could be like definitely a sociable person and like you aren't afraid to speak up and you have confidence, but I think on your free time or when what you like to do when you have fun is like on a regular day you don't really spend time with a lot of people, like unless it's like your best friends or the small clique you can call your own. It's not like a, massive amount of people. It's more of like you pick and choose your friends. You pick and choose who you see is best fit to be your friend. Okay, so if that resonates, stay tuned. We are now going to talk about what people say, the good things, good gossip they say behind your back. So let's take all these appearances out. All right, we're only going to be taking upright stuff. We're going to take 6 cards, 6 tarot, and then 6 oracle. Right, what is something good being said behind pile 1's back about them? So we got 2 of Wands. I'm only going to take the 2 Wands because 3 came out. I don't take the 3. What else? 1, 2, 3. We have King of Swords. One, 2, 3. 8 of Swords. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 3 of Wands. We have a lot of fire and air. 1. We have 7 of Wands and Ace of Swords. Okay, that's 6 cards. I think we're gonna take some of the sexy sexual tarot. One. I think I'm gonna pull them over. Maybe pull them over. No, we'll just put them right underneath. So we have 9 of Swords, 2. 1. We have 5 of Pentacles. Temperance. I'm definitely getting Sagittarius vibes. 2 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. We have Justice. I was definitely getting Libra vibes too. So we have Sagittarius and Libra here. 1, 2, 3. We have Knight of Wands. Okay. Alright, I think we're just going to hop right into it, and then during the reading, we're going to pull some messages as well as some more appearance cards. Okay, so we have a lot of tarot cards here. So I'm going to do my best to give you a accurate reading. So we have the 2 of Wands, King of Swords, and basically I'm just using the card underneath it to help us understand. So I think this person, or I keep saying this person, I think you are definitely a fighter. Some of the things that people say about you is that you fight. Like, not like physically, but more like you're always fighting. Nothing stops you from getting to what you want. You like, or getting to where you want to be in life. Like, no, even if it's like poverty or you're struggling, you still push through it. Even if it's embarrassment, you still push through it. You live, you keep going, you keep living through life and figuring things out as you go, and you stay determined and persevere. Like, you are very determined, and I think people notice that and see that about you, and you don't give up. Like, you literally don't let up. You keep going and going and going. Like, for example, if you were to like get a job, or you wanted to get this job and you go in and the guy's like, oh no, like we already found somebody else, blah blah blah. You're like, you don't take no for an answer. Like you literally will wait out there, be like you'll be like, oh well, how about, well, I could do this and do this and this and this, and can this guy do that? Or like you don't take no for an answer. Like you stay determined, and you fight for things. You don't just give up easily. Like you keep going. With the Two of Wands, this talks about like planning the future, and maybe specifically someone, okay, let me see. Two of Wands. So future planning, progress, decisions, and discovery. I think people have noticed your progress and notice that you make decisions. You don't sit around and wait. You like get at them, you go. I think definitely people see you as someone who could be impulsive, but it's all about like wanting to go, like it's now mode, like, and you could be a very fast moving person. Always like trying to conquer the next goal and the next obstacle. I'm getting like, it's like with the Two of Wands, decisions and discovery, you definitely could have discovered yourself or discovered who you want to be in life. And I think people have noticed. I think you're definitely someone who I think you have like a lot of power to what you say and authority to what you say with the King of Swords. The Nine of Swords, there definitely could be some sort of anxiety. Maybe you have a lot of anxiety about the future, or maybe people see that you have a lot of anxiety about the future, so maybe you're always thinking about the future. I definitely think people see you as the future planner. You're constantly planning for the future. You're constantly thinking 10 steps ahead, maybe. And maybe people see you as someone who may have worry or fear about the future. We also have Nine of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords here, this talks about specifically like let me get through all of this first, and then we'll talk a little bit more about like the sexual things. So the King of Swords here, where are you, King of Swords? So mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, and truth. Oh, another thing is, I think you're very truthful and you can say it how it is. You don't care if you come off harsh. You don't care if you come off unsympathetic or not compassionate. Like, you will tell them how it is. You will tell them the truth, and you have authority to you. I also think you easily cut people out of your life. Like, if people disrespect you, if people don't, oh Jesus, I just like hurt my wrist. If people don't treat you right or does something to hurt you in any way or disrespects you, you just like cut them out of your life. Like, you don't care to and like it doesn't hurt you at all. It doesn't, like, you don't care. And I think people may see you as someone who definitely has your walls up. You could definitely not be the type of person to communicate your feelings. And maybe people see you as someone who may not have feelings at all because they may not see it at all because you don't share it or show it. I think some people may think that this whole wall thing or whatever you're putting up, the Eight of Swords, let me look. So the Eight of Swords isn't really that great of a card. It's more of like a negative one, but I think you may have okay, so I think you may be the type of person to see through people's bullshit. And, cause I think, I think you see through people's bullshit and you can decipher whether this person is truly authentically here for you. Like, you notice the red flags very easily, and like, you impose these restrictions onto people. Like, for example, if someone starts giving you red flags, you're like, oh, this person's gonna do this in the future and they're gonna hurt me this way, so like, you kind of already see it coming, so you kind of just end it off sooner than it has to be. And I think for you it's smart because, like, you can tell and see with red flags when this person is gonna hurt you. Like, you already know that this person isn't here for your highest good. But I think some other people who don't see the way you do may see it as, like, you're blocking yourself away, or you're like restricting yourself from meeting people or meeting good people or whatever. And I think those people may not realize that whoever you think has red flags, they may not see the red flags because they may be more vulnerable or more easy to deceive than you are. Like, I feel like no one can deceive you. Like, you see through everyone's fucking facade. Like, you can see inside and out. Like, you could tell if this person is gonna, do something bad. If this person, you could tell who this person is. And, like, I don't think you're the type of person to start problems about it or, like, cause issues. You're more of, like, step back type person. You don't really engage. You may warn people, be like, hey, I'm getting some, instincts about this person. I think you should stay away from them. But you don't, like, start problems. You're more of, like, the law and the truth and the middle ground. You stay balanced. You stay in between. You don't interfere. You let other people figure things out for themselves. Because honestly, that's, like, the God honest, best way some people can learn. And it sucks because you want to warn people, but sometimes they just have to learn for themselves. And I feel like you're more of the person to step back and let people learn things for themselves. So some people, I think some good gossip is that I think people may look up to you and be like, wow, like, this person doesn't take shit from nobody. And they even saw this shit coming. It's like that meme where it's like, when you had a gut instinct about somebody and you knew wasn't good, turns out that the rest of your friends, they finally turn out to be too good to be true, like the bad person that you always knew they were. And you're just like, that's what I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Like, you're the type, you're that person. You knew that this person was no good to be true. Like, you knew. So we have temperance here. Basically, with this deck specifically, it says discontent. I think people may not be happy with that you're like, that you think this way, but I think once time passes, they understand and realize and appreciate that at the end of the day, the way you saw, like, your truth, your beliefs were right. And people follow you. You're like a leader. You're your own person. You don't follow the crowd. You don't like people just because other people like them. You don't give a fuck. Like, you aren't caring about people's popularity. You don't care to be popular. What you care about is the truth. And you want to know the truth. And when people start lying, you're like, can't trust this person. So people can definitely be like, disappointed or discontent, like upset that you can see through their facade and their fucking fakeness. And maybe some people get caught off guard how blunt or direct or maybe a little bit aggressive you can be. But, like, honestly, that's, no shame in that. That's fucking, it's better to be that way than, a pushover or someone that is easily taken advantage of. They're upset because they can't take advantage of you. That's why. They can't deceive you. They can't lie to your face. They can't play the victim. Like, you see through that bullshit. We have three of wands and then 2. So we have embarrassment and overseas opportunities as well as more progression. I think you're definitely progressing a lot in maybe your passions, more specifically, because we don't really have much earth. We have more passion, like fire. So maybe you're very passionate about a certain thing, like art or just anything in particular that maybe you're finding a lot of like progress in. You're finding a lot of feedback or like some sort of progress. Something is coming back to you every time you like proceed. You're growing in this adventure. We have overseas opportunities. So there could be something of like you traveling. Maybe you're a traveler. Maybe you travel a lot and people notice. People see you're always traveling. I think also 3 of Wands, you could be someone who's very expansive, foresight. You see the future. You're always focusing on the future. I think something that people say about you that's positive is you're not afraid to take a risk. You are not afraid to take a risk. You don't care about embarrassing yourself. You, like, especially if you're going after a girl, more specifically, or like a partner or some sort of like partner, like just like someone you may be interested in, you don't care to like go up and shoot your shot and be like, hey, like, I'm interested in you, like, you just like go and shoot your shot. And people find that very inspiring because you're not gonna sit around and wait. Like, you take your action, you take your shot, you don't wait. Like, you would rather live with embarrassment than regret for not making those decisions. So people definitely notice that about you and talk good and say like, wow, like, I can't believe this person had the balls to do that. Like, this person is like, this person has balls. Like, this person has a lot of freaking confidence in themselves, and they're just so determined. Like, they don't care to be embarrassed. Like, you may laugh about if something embarrassing, like, you just laugh it off and it brushes off your shoulder. I definitely think there's some sort of love thing going on here too as well. This person could have reddish hair. I'm getting, because we do have red here and reddish hair here more specifically. This could be a specific person that you may have had an issue with that maybe tried to deceive you and you saw through their bullshit. And maybe they were unhappy about that because they couldn't do that. They could be a Sagittarius. Or you could be a Sagittarius and maybe you're someone with reddish hair and you like see through people's bullshit. So, and they could be like a chicken now, like they're afraid of you, they're scared of you. They don't even acknowledge you or come up to you. They're kind of like, keep their distance. And you're like, yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. 3 of Wands. So, yeah, I definitely think there's growing. You're doing a lot of growing. You're doing a lot of expansion. I think you're planning for the future. You're expanding. You're growing. I think you're a very live in the moment type person. You may be impulsive, but you're always looking to live life and like experience the world and discover new like parts of the world. Maybe you travel to like the desert, or you've been somewhere in the desert. We have 2 things of the desert. Actually, 3. Or maybe even that too. Like, there's the desert, maybe Egypt, more specifically. You went and visit. You're, like, looking to always do something fun. And even if it's, like, a little bit risky or may not be the best or may come with consequences, you still like do it for the experience, just to experience what it was like, and for the fun of it. Like, even also, like, I feel like when you do make a mistake, like if you do take a risk that, you know, ends up coming with more consequences than more, like, it didn't bring much to you, it brought more problems, you learn from it, you grow from it, you realize what you did was a mistake, and then you continue. Like, and that's how you grow, that's how you learn. It's like, you need to experience things on your own in order to learn, and that's what you do. With the Justice card, like I said, a very balanced person, lawful. Like, if your friends get into fights, you don't like listen to one side and then kiss their butt. You listen to both sides and be like, hey, like, I understand how you're feeling, but I also can see this person's point of view, and like, you find the balance. Like, you're not willing to just sacrifice and, like, you know, oh yeah, no, you're in the right, you're totally in the right. Like, you don't do that. Like, you are like, yeah, but also you gotta understand this other person's, you know, perspective, and like, you are the middle ground. You're like the law, and you think more like lawfully rather than emotionally. You think more logically about situations. We also have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So with the Ace of Swords, this is basically talks about like new breakthroughs, new ideas, mental clarity. This is more about like mental, like a new beginning mentally. You could definitely have maybe recently opened your eyes to something. Maybe people see you're always someone that comes up with new ideas, and your eyes just like brighten because you get like this new idea pops in your head, and you're like so excited to share with your friends. And maybe this person is so like inspired by you because you're always like coming up with new ideas, and you're so excited and passionate about those ideas that you share. It just brings so much energy. I feel like you are a very energetic person, and you give people energy also. Like, you're always laughing, having a good time, like just having a good time all the time. Like, you're looking to have a good time, laugh with your friends, do something stupid, make the night a fun one to remember. Like, you're literally, yeah. And with like new ideas too, you're like, oh, let's go do this, like blah blah blah, like, and people see that and like that about you. Like, they may say like, this person is so much fun to be around, this person is so chaotic, but it's fun, and like, I love them. Or they always have the craziest stories to share, or this person's so dedicated and passionate, and they're always prevailing through conflicts or competition. Like, they just prevail. Like, they keep going, they chase their dreams, they don't give up, they always are learning new things, and they're always growing. With the Knight of Wands, so the Knight of Wands is energy, passion, inspired action, adventure, impulsiveness. Like I said, I think this person is definitely adventurous. You are very adventurous, very energetic, very passionate, inspired action. You always, whenever you're inspired, and it could also like come very quickly to you. So you could be very like, oh my god, I should do this. Very inspired. It's like the light bulb pops up in your head, and you're like, oh, let me go do this. And then you go do it, and you spend like maybe 3 hours on something, and then you get exhausted, and you're kind of just like, the idea like leaves, and now you're on to the next thing very quickly. Like, go mode, like very quick. Okay, now let's talk about more of like the sexual stuff. So with the Nine of Swords, there definitely could have been a love interest that maybe you guys had issues with, but I think this person finds you as a very passionate person in the bedroom, like very passionate, very impulsive. Maybe you guys just like sometimes can't like help themselves, or you can't help yourself from just like grabbing onto this person and like making out with their face, like like this, even if you're in an area that may be more like fancy or extravagant. You're like, you don't care where it is. Like, you're like, give me your face right now. There definitely could have been some issues. Maybe you guys have very heated arguments, or it's definitely a very passionate romantic relationship. It's very high energy, fun and passionate, but it definitely maybe runs out very quickly. So maybe this person, maybe you two have gotten into an argument or gotten into some sort of disagreement, or just like problem, or maybe you guys got tired of each other for a bit, that maybe there's a separation or just some sort of time apart, not like separation, but just time away from each other in order to find more like to miss you. You know, they have time away from you so they can miss you and come back and give you all that passionate love again. I think they could see you as someone who's maybe constantly on the go, so maybe you don't get a lot of time to spend with them, but when you do have time with them, it's like the most fiery, passionate thing ever. It's like very hot. And I think this person definitely remembers that. Whoever that is, if you guys aren't together or if you are together, that's something that they definitely pay attention or really like about you. That's something they gossip about maybe with their friends, and they talk about how great the sex was, or how passionate the sex was, or how passionate you were. Maybe you showered them in like roses or gifts or kisses, and maybe you always like reaffirmed them and told them really nice things, and maybe they were so like head over heels about it that they constantly like talked about it with their friends. We also have rubbing, more specifically, maybe like I just thought of like this is so weird. Like just, I guess like, because that's what it says in the book, rubbing, that's a specific thing about this. So maybe just like rubbing up against each other or something, like even if you have clothes on, like it's just like a tease. Maybe that's something specific that like turns them on about you, and maybe that's something that you do. I think also maybe just like rubbing their arms, like maybe just like caressing them, like touching their body, rubbing their body, like that's something that they really like, or maybe even you like. Maybe that's something you like and they remember that and pay attention to, or maybe gossip about it and like tell their friends. Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles, this one is, I think this was completeness. So being complete, like maybe this person felt complete with you whenever you were around. Like they were definitely someone, maybe, I'm not gonna say this person because it could be two different people. Maybe you have a lot of ex-lovers that talk, good about you, have good gossip, or like maybe they're like, especially if it's like an ex, they're like, we did have our arguments, just have our disagreements, but the one thing I really liked about them that I miss is how complete I felt with them, or that they, rubbed up against me or some shit. I don't know. But the Five of Pentacles specifically says completeness. So maybe you completed them. Like you were more of like the authority, and maybe they were more of like the person who learned from you, or the person who nurtured you, or was very nurturing, and maybe needed some more of the truth rather than just compassion back, I guess. I don't know. This person definitely felt completed whenever around you. Like maybe that you brought them a lot of like love and passion, and they felt whole whenever they were around you or near you. You definitely could have been someone who serenaded them with like music. Maybe you played music, or maybe you play the violin, like you play really nice romantic music to them, and they love that. I think they definitely remember that and will always remember that. You also maybe gave them like roses, or maybe roses were more specific that they liked. It was very passionate. It was like, honestly, like stereotypical love, like what you see in the movies type romance. With the Temperance, this, like I said, says disconnect, or discontent. I feel like this is almost like talking of a story here. Maybe some person specifically, it was, maybe you guys had a very fiery connection where it was like passion, sex, teasing, you know, very lustful. And then it maybe got into like fighting, and it was like very like, it was a very fiery, hot passion. Like you guys fought and then like had like sex right after. Like it was like crazy relationship. And like even when it came to like going to somewhere fancy, it was like you guys just can't get yourself off each other. And even in like the most top pristine place, like you don't give a fuck, like you're just like, come here, like and then maybe their issues of whatever happened maybe wasn't resolved, and then maybe they walked away from this connection, and you maybe reached out again, no matter, like you still took the risk to maybe like reach out to them again, but maybe it left with embarrassment. Like maybe they didn't like want to continue it anymore, but like you didn't take that to heart. You kind of just like, you know, brushed it off and then continued moving and progressed. You learned a lot from this and you progressed further. We have the Justice. This could also be just different people. I know I said it's like a story, but it feels like a story. Maybe this person does talk like very highly about you even after all of this. Like I feel like this person definitely still remembers a lot of memories with you. I think they definitely remember all of this and the good times you guys shared. I think they definitely do remember this relationship being a lot of fun. And that was, they may miss that. I think also, so with the Justice, I was going to say, because we have like the leaves here, and this reminds me of the first card we looked at where it said the Nine of Pentacles, and that was like basically representing money or like growth. Maybe all your growth went out the window a bit when you tried getting them back into your life. But I think it was meant for a reason, that this person maybe wasn't supposed to come back into your life in order for you to progress and grow further. So that could be something. And then the Justice here. So Justice, where's my Justice? Meeting. I think maybe you met someone new that maybe had a lot of competition, and maybe this person liked that a lot about you, is because you didn't let up. You kept being, you didn't like give up on them, even if there was other people in the picture, or competition. Like you surpassed these other people that maybe were trying to get in the way. And I think this person like maybe worshipped that about you, or really liked that about you, is that you were maybe someone that they could rely on, or you just didn't let up. Like they like to see, I feel like this person liked to see you fight for them. Like I think they enjoyed that. They liked, I feel like they're like the pretty princess like type gal that, you know, sat and watched all these men like kill each other to the death type mentality till the one survived, and that was you. And that was like, okay, now I'm gonna take you out on a date, okay? And she was like, yep, let's go. Like yeah. So, and then, and I mean, I guess that could be vice versa too. I feel like this is more you, and this is just someone else that maybe entered your life. They don't have to be a female, obviously. This could be like a male also, that maybe had a lot of, maybe they're very flirty and had a lot of options, and you like stayed persistent on being like, hey, when are we gonna go out on a date? Hey, when are we gonna, you know, get lunch? Hey, when are, you know, you didn't let up. And maybe they felt like you were definitely someone reliable. So we have the Ace of Swords. I talked about that, the new ideas, and the Knight of Wands in this deck. Is embracing. So this one talks about like passion, energy, fast moving. I feel like this is more of like maybe someone talks highly about you is because of how like sexually motivated you were. Maybe not like, I don't know, maybe you weren't like that much, like maybe you didn't do it that much, but when you did it, it was like, or when you wanted to do it, it was like in a wacky place. Like I feel like this person definitely thought it was a lot of fun when you wanted to like do things in different locations, like in fun locations, like not just in the bedroom, like doing like literally like they're like on a horse right now, like what the heck, you know, like just the craziest wackiest place, like I'm trying to think of like maybe in like a forest, like maybe in like a wheat field, even on a horse, like what the heck, that poor horse. And then like maybe in the backyard, like maybe, you know, just literally anywhere, like just wherever, anywhere, they don't even care, like if there's people around, it's just like it's for fun, like have a good time and to make memories that you could always talk about later on. Knight of Wands. Embracing. I think also people loved your hugs. People maybe talk highly about you, give the best hugs, or maybe you really know how to embrace and like embrace a person and really like make them feel wanted or just like loved by the way you embrace them. And I feel like you grew a lot of bonds with people. Like you cherish every connection you have, even if it's like in an ex relationship, you still care about them and you still like reach out to them once in a while and you're like, hey, I hope you're doing well. Or if you see them, you're still gonna go up to them and have a conversation and be like, I hope you're, you know, like you still like care to catch up with these people. And you never really like, I feel like you're not the type of person to end things on a bad note when it comes to people you cared about at some point. Definitely someone who who has a lot of bonds, like has a lot of different connections and stories and memories with different people. Okay, so let's now pull some messages as well as appearances. Let's pull some more appearances about you, something specific that people like about you, about your appearance. I'm trying to shuffle these. Yep, I figured that wasn't gonna work out. Right, let's pull like 6 of them. 1, 2. Okay, so we have brown eyes. Maybe they liked your hazel eyes. This person looks like they have brown eyes, like hazel brown eyes. So maybe they really liked your hazel eyes and like to look into your eyes. Maybe especially like during sex. 1. Oh, we have gray eyes too. So someone could have like grayish, like white or grayish, like blue eyes. That could be significant. We also have like smaller sized forehead. Maybe someone had like a smaller sized forehead. A small forehead that they liked. So we have gray eyes. Someone in this that's watching this could have a smaller forehead. 1, Oh, okay, yep, we definitely got red hair. Someone could definitely have red hair. Or they liked your red hair. Really liked your red hair. Maybe it was like quite unique, and that was just something so special that someone was like, wow, like they're so beautiful, like they're so unique and they're so different from the rest, and that's something that they really liked. One, two. Oh, we have blonde hair again. So someone could definitely have blonde hair. I think this person, maybe they're the one, someone with blonde hair who's talking about you and always talking good about you. Saying nice gossip, good things about you. 1, 2. 3. Okay, and then we got the yellowish skin tone again. Alright. So those are some appearances that they like about you. Maybe they like the color of your skin. Maybe they like your blonde hair. They like your red hair. They like your hazel eyes. They like the gray eyes. They like your smaller forehead. Okay, maybe we could pull some more. Let's just put them up here like that. I feel like this isn't enough. Let's give us some juicy. 1. What are some other things that they like about your appearance? Maybe they like your nose piercing, or someone may have a nose piercing. I think this is supposed to be what they like about you. So they could like your nose piercing, or maybe your piercings. Maybe you have a specific piercing that they like. One. You could have a longer nose. Maybe they like your nose. Maybe they like sitting on your face, I just thought of. Or sitting on your nose, like specifically. If you have like a bigger nose, they like to sit on it. Or maybe you just have like a longer nose. 1, 2, 3. There could be jewelry involved. Maybe they liked your jewelry you'd wear, or maybe they liked the jewelry you gave them, and maybe they still wear it, or maybe they still keep it, or maybe they still wear it. We have dad bod. Maybe you have a dad bod, and that's something that they really liked. Maybe they liked the more dad bod figure. 2. 3. Let me do that again. 1, 2. Jesus. Okay, I'm getting like hooded eyes. You could have hooded eyes. We also have bald again came out. Maybe they like your bald head. I'm not gonna put that on the last one though. We have also bigger forehead. So maybe they liked your big ass forehead. Maybe that was something that they liked about you. Okay, so now let's pull some love messages. 1, 2, something that they would like to say, or some good things that they said behind your back. Maybe they still want to give you a kiss, or maybe there's someone out there that wants to give you a kiss, or maybe they talk about their friends about how they like you. Let's see, what other good positive things that they say behind their back. 1. Okay, cares so much about you. I think they still care a lot about you. And maybe they tell people how much they care about you. 1, and like want you to prosper. 2, like you're definitely someone to remember, or someone that like you no one ever forgets you. Wants to hug you, especially since you give good hugs. They want to hug you. 1, 2, 3. Someone may also say that maybe you don't set boundaries too well, and that it leaves you holding on to grudges sometimes. And maybe that's something that people talk about. But, like, I think they also acknowledge why you do that, because you don't, like, allow people to fuck with you. 2, 3. Oh, can't see a world without you. Wow. So definitely this person cares, whoever this is or whoever talks about, like, they literally cannot see a world without you. Like, they don't even know what they would do without you, to be honest. 1, 2, 3. And we have wants to be in a relationship with you. We got pretty positive cards right now, actually. So, like, pretty positive. There's, like, some cards in here that aren't the greatest, so the fact that most of them are positive is pretty crazy. Yeah, so there's definitely someone still tripping over you, like, whether it's an ex or someone maybe that you were friends with. Somebody here is interested in you. Let's pull some message cards. What are some good things, some other good things that people say behind their back? 2, 3. You are so gorgeous in and out. Maybe you're a very attractive person and they find you so attractive, like, in and out. Like, maybe you're, like, a really nice, sweet person, kind person. Walking on a tightrope. Maybe someone feels like they're walking on a tightrope with you, and maybe that's something that they gossip about. Like, they don't want to ever ruin things with you, so maybe they feel like they don't want to disappoint you. You're, like, basically a freaking father figure. Like, they don't want to disappoint their freaking daddy. Oh my god. I'm sorry. 2, 3. Or their mommy, maybe. Oof. Oof. I'm so close to losing it. Maybe that correlates with that. 1. Manifest what you want in life. Maybe someone always feels like you're manifesting whatever it is that you want, and, like, you are always pursuing your goals. No matter how high they are or unachievable they are, you still go after it. 1, 2. They could definitely see you as a cold-hearted person. Like, you don't really share much of your love towards people. You only share compassion and love for the people who you know and can trust. But, like, it's a good thing. Like, you don't take shit from nobody, and you're protecting yourself as well as not giving the energy towards the people who don't care about you or give a shit and just want to use you. You don't, like, you don't get taken advantage of anymore. Maybe you did in the past, but you don't do it anymore because you don't let anyone get that close to, and, like, you could see the red flags, so you know who and who not to give it to, the energy. I will support you. Maybe someone here is always going to be your number one fan, like, always here to support you, always here to cheer you on. 1, 2, 3. We have A names, M names, and D names. So that could be, like, who is saying I will always support you. One of those, maybe their name starts with those initials. 2, 3. Your personality is addictive. I think they love your personality, and maybe you don't give too much of it, especially if like someone exits your life, they miss that personality. They miss your personality is so addictive. Like, they don't want to lose that, and they may be trying to gain that side of you again. We have you're too nice. Maybe you're really nice to them and not nice to anyone else. Or maybe you are very respectful. It's like you're not like you're rude to the people that have red flags. You're still like respectful, and like you won't be angry with them. It's more of like you're like, sure, whatever, but you don't like ever get close to them, and you don't like, you can see past their facade. 2, 3. I think you definitely live every day like it's your last. Like, you are a fun person to be around, always looking to do fun things, and definitely a logical thinker. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing. This was a very fun reading today, so I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, Pile 2. If you chose Pile 2, this will be your reading on what good gossip do people say about you. So, first, we're going to have a clarifier. These are some cards I pulled to help you decide whether this is your pile or not. So stay tuned. So first, I could talk about the appearances. So not all of the appearances are obviously going to match with you. There's different appearances for different people who are viewing this pile. But if you do see something that may represent you, you may want to stay tuned. Okay, so we have, you could be average height, whether you're a man or a female, your average height for a female, or you're an average height for a male. Then we have, like, you're not like super tall, you're not super short. We have thinner lips. You may have thinner lips. Then we have, you may also have really nice cheekbones, like very like pronounced cheekbones. And then we have Gojo here from Jujutsu Kaisen. I wanted to have him for the blue eyes, but I already had a character to represent blue eyes, so he is representing someone with white hair. So someone in this who's viewing this may have white hair. Then we have here someone who may have tight coiled hair. I need to put in an afro for one of them. This one is not representing an afro. This one's more of like just really tight coiled hair. And then we have thinner hair. You may have thinner hair, and you may also have a bigger forehead than average. I don't know why this one comes out so much. One of you guys are watching this video. All my stuff, because this one keeps coming out. So you may have like a bigger sized forehead, and then we have, you may wear a lot of jewelry. So with the appearances we have here, I think these are all compliments people say about your appearance. So someone may like that you have really white hair. Someone may like that you're average height. Maybe you fit best with them because you're not too tall, you're not too short. Maybe someone likes your thinner lips, kissing your thinner lips. We also have cheekbones. Maybe someone really loves your cheekbones or your pronounced cheekbones. Maybe they like your side profile more specifically, like maybe you have a really nice side profile. And then we have tight coiled hair. Maybe someone is in love with your hair, the way your hair looks. It's so bouncy and curly. If that doesn't resonate, ignore that message. That is for someone who's watching this. We have thinner hair. Maybe someone likes your thinner hair. Maybe they're someone who has thicker hair, so they're not used to having thin hair. And maybe they like it because they admire it. Maybe they like how your hair sits. So yeah, maybe they like your thinner hair. And then there could be someone who likes the size of your forehead. I don't know. Like, I just saw 333. So I just thought of growth. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're coming around to start liking your own forehead. That could be something. And then we have jewelry. I think someone loves that you may constantly wear jewelry. Maybe you wear a lot of jewelry, maybe specifically earrings. Maybe you have like really nice hooped earrings. We definitely have hooped earrings here, so there could be hoop earrings that maybe they like. And I don't see any necklaces, so that could be something. So let's hop into who you are as a person. So we have comfort, anxiety, the crocodile, and the panther. So this is going to be a hype me up. Like, I'm going to hype you up. So I'm only going to be saying the positive messages. The crocodile here is, you could be a very patient, thoughtful person. Like, not like thoughtful and like really nice. You could be a very thoughtful person, but like, you think a lot before you make any decisions. You may be a very wait type of person. Like, you are, like, you tell yourself, wait, before we make a decision, let's take the time to wait. Or you may be in a situation right now that you might find yourself waiting a lot and not making a move, and maybe that brings a lot of comfort to you and love or happiness, because you're not acting impulsively and making silly decisions. So it brings you a lot of comfort with the fact that you move slowly, or that you're waiting on something. Maybe you're waiting on finding love. That could be something. Or finding comfort within a person, like you're waiting for love. And what else with the crocodile? The crocodile is it? Oh, it's a water sign. Well, so you could be also very wise, very patient. You're like a silent powerhouse. You may be quiet, but you think a lot before you speak, and when you speak, it means a lot, and maybe a lot of people pay attention to listen to what you have to say. I think you may also be a quite cool, resting, submerging, collecting energy. It's like you kind of pulled back from something. Maybe you pulled back from love. You're not currently, looking for love. Maybe you pulled back and you're not, you're kind of waiting and letting things like happen. Maybe you're like also reflecting on yourself more specifically, like you're doing some inner work first before you hop into anything, and you're like withdrawing, gathering your own awareness, observing and building energy. It's to fill you up with vital reserves so you can make your next move with a place of wisdom and power. And then we have the panther. So the panther is someone who is very brave and productive. I think you may have a lot of anxiety when it comes to, so I just said Black Panther. So the panther is someone who, it's basically kind of like they go through a purging path where they leave what doesn't serve them, whether it's people, whether it's situations, whether it's jobs, whether it's like old habits. It's just whatever, something that isn't serving them, they purge. And maybe that's giving them a lot of anxiety. Maybe they're currently purging. Maybe someone recently just been through a breakup, and maybe they are withdrawing and purging that person. And maybe it's giving them anxiety about love, or giving them anxiety about leaving this person, or worrying about purging them, or leaving other people. Maybe they're having anxiety that about change, more specifically. And I think with this, I think it came in reverse, but this is supposed to be all upright. I think you definitely are on the path, the right path, because the panther always after a dark place, there's always, you know, light always shines through, and you just have to be patient and wait. I think the panther, it says, trust the panther's journey will always bring you to a lighter and brighter place. So trust where this path is leading you. And I think you also tend to do that a lot. Maybe this is someone more specifically, maybe this person, if that doesn't specifically resonate with you, maybe you're not going through a time of place like that right now. You may be someone who constantly purges people or constantly purges situations. Maybe you're constantly cleansing out the old and in with the new. And maybe that's something that you have anxiety about, because maybe you tend to look back at the past and maybe feel guilty or have anxiety. Maybe not sadness, but maybe you have anxiety about it, about purging people. Or I think you could definitely be someone who constantly purges the old in with the new. Okay, so lastly, I just want to mention we have like a lot of green, yellowish here with the eyes. You could have green eyes more specifically, and the yellow is so pronounced right now. It's like a yellowish green. That could be very significant. Maybe this is like the color of your eyes, or maybe there's some sort of green or yellow. Usually the brightness of the color is supposed to like bring not like a warning, but like it's supposed to shine through. It's supposed to be emphasized because it's like anxiety. It's not like, it's kind of like high energy type thing, so it stands out. It's like almost like a notable sign. So that color could just be significant. Okay, so let's hop right into now your cards. I'm going to shuffle them on camera, and then we are going to read them. All right, we're gonna use the Tarot of Sexual Magic because y'all love this deck. And I do too. Okay. Now let's shuffle this deck. I'm thinking whether to put oracle cards underneath them or to pull a deck, like a tarot deck underneath it. Okay, so what is some good gossip about you? What are some good things that are being said about you? Okay. So what are some good things being said about you? They could be talking right now about you, actually, because my throat is hurting. It's not hurting, but it's like not allowing me to talk. All right. We're gonna pull like 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups. I'm going to, this is supposed to be upright, so I'm going to put it upright. Now, Jesus. Now let's pull some more. Let's like see some, maybe like, so with this deck, let's find like some compliments when it comes to like sex, more specifically, or like compliments about your like body or appearance. Okay, we had a couple cards flip over. So we had this card flip over. So let's take that one. This one also came in reverse, but we are not taking it in reverse. And then I don't know if I should take these two, because these two also came out like separately. I think we'll take them. So we have the Emperor in reverse and the Knave of Swords, so the Knight of Swords, I believe, or the Page of Swords. That might be Page of Swords. Oh my god, for a second I was like, what the heck? I thought my deck smelt like, I don't know, like apples. I was like, what the heck? Okay, so we have 4. Let's get 2 more. Or let's get 3 more. Screw it. So I just said 2 more and it's like, here you go. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the 4 of Cups. I feel like every single one of these cards has came in reverse. So there may be a situation. Okay, and we got our last card, the Temperance. Okay, we have like some high energy here. There's definitely something that needs to be said because the cards are flinging out, and usually that's what that means. So let's pull out, you know what, let's just do the other tarot deck. Mine is fucking well. Alright. Bitch, get in the deck. Alright, let's get this bit. Young Witch tarot deck. I haven't used this girl in a while, so we're gonna use her. Okay. Now we're gonna pull a tarot card underneath each one of these to maybe help us understand each card above it. 1, 2. Okay, we got the 10 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. The Knight of Wands. Do we have Knight of Wands again? Oh no. Wait! Wait a second! Bro, Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. Yo, what? Are you deadass? No. No. Witchcraft. This is... You cannot tell me this shit ain't real. Like, what? Please help us understand the Emperor a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. We have the Fool. That's crazy. The Knight of Wands and then the Knight of Wands. 1, 2, 3. We have the Empress. Interesting how we have the Emperor and the Empress. 1. Oh, we have the Hierophant. I'm going to take that upright. 1. Oh, we have the Sun. Why are these like coming a little off? Okay, and then lastly, the Temperance. Help us understand the Temperance. 2, 3. We got the 7 of Cups. Okay. Alright, let's get into the juicy bits. Okay, so we're gonna go column by column. I'm gonna start off with here just because it's a lot. So we have the 3 of Cups here. Basically, this card is passion. All about passion, especially when it comes to like romance, more specifically, or your love life, being very passionate in your love life. I think this could be like something that people maybe gossip about you is that you're very passionate when it comes to maybe love, or you're very passionate when it comes to your finances as well, because we do have 10 of Pentacles, or maybe abundance. Maybe it doesn't even have to be about a job or working. Like, you may be very passionate about everything in life. Maybe you romanticize everything. Like, we got also passionate, like passion said 3 times. So you're very passionate of a person, like very passionate. You could maybe romanticize a lot of things in your life. For example, like love, work life. Maybe you're always looking to make the most like aesthetically pleasing surrounding videos, Instagram posts, aesthetically pleasing maybe outfits, your hair. Like you're very like passionate about every little thing you do. Like you're always looking to do the best in every little aspect of your life. And that's what brings you a lot of abundance. You're very like passionate about abundance, or just bringing like abundance to yourself. So with the 10 of Pentacles, this card in particular talks about wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution. So you could also be very like, maybe you think about all the adventures you have, or are always looking to have an adventure, whether it's with a lover, a friend, or your family. I think family may be very important to you. You may be very passionate about your family, and you could be very passionate about your wealth or financial security. You could also be very passionate about your long-term success. Maybe you're always looking towards the future. You could take a couple risks towards your future, your finances. Maybe you're a risk taker, and maybe that's something that people really like about you, is that you're willing to jump in with both feet. I think also people really look up to and admire you is that you're not scared. You don't let fear hold you back. I think with the alligator though, we did see previously that you are a waiting type person, and now that I see more of the cards and how fast moving you could be, I think you may have pulled back and slowed down maybe when it came to love. I'm not really getting too much Earth, which usually Earth is someone who may wait a lot longer, sit back a lot longer, not really like make decisions. They could be a little bit indecisive, and they are very slow. You may be someone who could be very fast. We do have Sagittarius here as a zodiac sign. Who else do we have? I think that's the only sign we have here. We do have a couple Earth, a little wand, like a little fire, a little air. But I'm definitely seeing that someone is a Sagittarius that's watching this. Or you may have an important Sagittarius placement. So check out your co-star. You may want to look if you have a Sagittarius placement. So, I think also, more specifically with love, I think that you could be someone who is looking, or maybe the way people see you. Okay, so it's kind of like mirrored. I think you could be looking for someone who is also very passionate, and also is very focused on their family life or their future long-term success. And maybe you're looking, I think people see you as that, but I think you're also looking for someone that is that way. I definitely do think people see you as someone who will be successful, someone who is always chasing that bag. Like you're willing to take a risk when it comes to going after your dreams. And you could be also the adventurer, like you're very adventurous, and you like to maybe make impulsive plans, maybe making impulsive plans with a person. for those of you that may be, you know what, I'll say that after. That's a message after. So let's move on to Knight of Wands. That is given to us twice. So with the Knight of Wands, we have energy, passion, inspired action, adventurous, and impulsiveness. Maybe people see you as someone who's very energetic. Maybe you constantly have a lot of energy. Maybe you are the type of person that always gives people energy, like, oh, let's get a move on, let's go somewhere, let's go do something. Let's go do, like, let's make impulsive plans. Let's go, like, oh, why don't we go drive like 5 hours and go to, you know, to a adventure park, or like, you're always coming up, or like, let's go out to dinner, or let's go visit this place, or let's go to the beach, or you're always looking for plans or making plans. You could also be just someone who likes to travel. Maybe you make a lot of traveling plans, like, oh, let's go to Punta Cana, or let's go to Miami, or let's go to Tennessee, or let's go to, you know, like, anywhere. Like, you're always looking to make plans. I think also you may have a lot of inspired action. Maybe you tend to inspire other people, and maybe that's what people look up to you about, and gossip a lot about you, is like, wow, this person always lifts me up when I'm down. This person always gives, like, they always make me so energetic, and, you know, they help me stop feeling sad. They help me want to make a move on my life and move forward, and, you know, move on. Maybe people look at you. I think also another thing is you may have, like, went through a breakup. More specifically, like I said, I saw something. People may look up to you because you were able to move forward, and maybe move forward, like, a lot quicker than usual. And maybe people were like, wow, like, how the fuck does this person have their shit together? Like, they're like, they literally broke up like not too long ago, and this person is like, they're sad about it. They have, you know, they're hurting, but they're not letting it hold them back. They're keep pushing forward. I definitely think that's something people say and look up to you about. I think also maybe they like, it's like fun. Like, you may be a little bit impulsive. So maybe you, like, you say funny things, or maybe you joke about things, or maybe you're just a person who this fucking sweater. Okay, sorry. So you could definitely be someone who maybe says impulsive things, like, it just kind of comes out of your mouth, and, like, you can't help it, it just, like, happens. And I think people really like that about you, is because you say what's on your mind. Like, you do not hold back. You could be definitely maybe an honest person, or you could be a very funny person. I think people, like, find you very witty, or just like a goofball. Like, maybe you, like, just, like, say the stupidest things, and people are just, like, find you so funny. And maybe just, like, love to be around you, because you're just, like, always bringing up everybody's energy, and always being so maybe not, like, positive, but, like, uplifting. Like, you lift people up with your charm. Okay, so we also have the Emperor and the Fool. So the Emperor, we have virility. I have no idea how to freaking pronounce that. And that basically talks about manliness and being manly. So if you, this could be like, maybe you don't have to be a man for this message, but maybe, like, maybe for the men who may be watching this video, or the women, or anyone, maybe people like your manliness. People like your strength, how strong you are. Maybe like physically, maybe you're like working out or lifting heavier, lifting stronger, or maybe how like strong you are mentally. Maybe you don't shed a tear in front of people. Like you, and that doesn't mean you're strong, like not crying, but I think it's like you cry with the people who, you're vulnerable with the people who mean the most to you. And for the people who don't matter in your life, you're not really emotional around them, and you don't like allow them to see your vulnerability. Like you're strong in that way, and it allows people to like you have compassion, but you don't allow people to see your vulnerable side. Only the ones that do matter. We have risk-taking and more the Emperor. This one kind of came in reverse. I'm not supposed to be taking reversals, but we may have a, you may have, especially if it was a breakup, you may have dealt with a dick, to be honest. Like, we have literally this person is holding a shaft. Like, you may have dealt with a dick in your past. No joke. Like, and, maybe they were not the best human being. I'm trying to be more specific. Maybe they were very, like, they were just insecure. And I think they could definitely be one of the ones that say these messages or think these messages. And they may regret. I mean, I don't see any regret so far. Right now, I don't see anything. I think maybe this is something that they think about, though, when it comes to you. They could have definitely fear, though. More specifically, they could have fear about you having options. Like they could have fear that you're unhappy with them and that you have options. That could be like a message. So yeah, we definitely do have a dick on our hands, or someone who just didn't treat you right, someone who has hurt you in the past. They could have been a lover. They could have been also maybe a potential lover that maybe things just never got further. But I think they see you as someone who, they may see you as the Empress. Like, they're the Emperor and you are the Empress. Like, you, like, complete them. They feel like maybe you fit them very well. But that's their opinion. Doesn't mean it's true. So we also have, I'm going to go back to more messages of you, messages about you. So we did have manliness. We have maybe like authority. Maybe people like your authority. Maybe you set boundaries really well and tell people no. You tell people, like, you're not afraid to tell people no. You are a, like, leader. Definitely I'm getting leader vibes, like a parent. Like, people maybe view you as like a mother or a father. Like, people like your friends, they're like, oh yeah, I just thought of daddy for some reason. Or mommy. They definitely could see you as someone who they look up to and come to you for advice, or they're like, hey, like, always, like, they think you as someone who either smart, like, thinks very well about the situation, or thinks thoroughly. That you always give like the best advice. With the, so we also have the Knight of Swords. We have like biting here. That could be something that someone liked. Maybe you were a biter, if that makes sense. Maybe you like bit their neck, or somewhere else, or like their arms, back, butt, because butt for some reason it's like stands out. maybe that was something that they liked about you or think a lot about, or maybe gossiped about and was like talking about how much they liked it. That could be a message. If that's not the case, then the Page of Swords could represent someone who is ambitious, action-oriented, driven to success, and fast thinking. I think you are a problem solver, definitely. You think very quickly, you're fast acting, you take fast, quick decisions to fix the problem. You're definitely action-oriented. You're looking to make action. You definitely jump in with 2 feet. You're always making moves, and you're always learning from those moves. I think also you could be very ambitious. Maybe you tend to chew off more than you can do. Maybe that's something that people really like about you, is you're very hardworking, very dedicated person, ambitious person. And maybe that's something they always talk about. Like, people are like, oh my god, like, this person's always doing the most. But, like, they're always succeeding and doing the best. Even when they're chewing, like, taking too much that they could chew. Like, they literally somehow get it done. And it's like, what the like, how was this person able to do this many things at once? Like, what? But yeah, definitely someone who could be driven to success. Like, there's no doubt in people's minds that you're going to be successful in the future. Like, people literally see you, like, you may astound people because you are driven to the success. You're very abundant. There's a lot of abundance here, like a lot of abundance. You come with abundance. Maybe you came with a richer family. Maybe you were given wealth recently. Maybe there's just some sort of abundance, like, with you, or that is destined for you. It's like you don't let, like, there's no fear in your mind when it comes to your happiness. Like, you're not afraid. You're not afraid. Nothing holds you back. You're not afraid. You just go for it. And nothing holds you back. Like, you literally just go. And people are like, wow, like, this person, how is this person not afraid? Like, how is this person, they're just so stunned. The woman could not speak. Like, they're just like, sit back in awe. With the 4 of Cups, more specifically with this book, this talked about habits, and the 4 of Cups talks about meditation, contemplation, apathy, and revelation. So, and then Hierophant. So this could be a compliment. Maybe you have some sort of organization where you lead people. Maybe you are the leader of the pack. You are maybe the leader of your friends. Maybe you have some sort of online presence where there are followers. Maybe you have a lot of followers. Maybe you have, like, a TikTok account where like, a bunch of people follow you. Maybe you have an Instagram account with 1 million followers, a bunch of followers. Maybe you have a YouTube, like, there's just, like, a following. Or this could also be that okay, let's continue with the idea of there's a group. There could be some sort of group gathering that you're very dedicated to and have a habit, like, created a habit for. Maybe you made a great schedule of when, these are the times I'm going to spend time for this habit or thing I want to do, and you, like, regulated your habits. Like, maybe this could be very addicting to you. Like, maybe you get it constantly, sometimes a little bit overindulging, and maybe making YouTube videos or posting on Instagram or TikTok videos or something. And maybe you created, like, and regulated these habits and you're like, okay, these days I'll do this and those days I'll do this. And like it's more of a healthier habit. Like you made a schedule to have a more healthier routine. If also, I think this could also represent maybe if you're religious more specifically, because this is more of like a religious card. I don't think you are because it did come in reverse, but it could be a message for some of you. Maybe you're religious and maybe you're like, okay, Sundays are the days I go to church with my family, and you make it a habit. Like you make it a good habit. Like you repeat it every week at the same time, on the same day, a habit. I think you may have also a habit of talking or something specific just that came out, gossiping. This is my intuition speaking, but there could be maybe, this looks like they're talking about someone else, like they're like pointing at someone else or gossiping. Maybe there's a habit of constantly falling back to gossiping or talking about people, and maybe more specifically to a male or a friend who may have brown hair. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but maybe that sometimes derails your good habits. Like maybe sometimes it's okay to have a balance between the good and the bad. You know, you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to do everything well every single day. You're not going to follow the routine just how you want it every day. But maybe find balance with that. It could be something. Or you may have fear, because this card talks about fear. You could have fear of gossiping with this person. Maybe you feel like there could be something with that. Okay, so if that doesn't resonate, ignore it. So this person may actually gossip, like more specifically, the good gossip this person may say is that maybe they feel happy that you gossip with them, or that you tell them these things, or maybe that you go with them to these things. Like maybe you go with someone to church, or maybe you film YouTube videos with this person or TikToks or something, and maybe this person good gossips about it and like talks to people about it and like, oh yeah, this person's very dedicated to their project, or they're very dedicated to the people, or they're very dedicated to religion, or maybe they're happy that you are trusting them or willing to trust them or gossip with them about anything. Like they are happy that you trust them. Okay. King of Pentacles. So this one represents fear, and I'm thinking more of like the nude, being naked, and like this kid here, like that's riding a horse, is naked. So there could definitely be like a fear. Maybe someone like looks up to you, that you are willing to be very open with your body, like in a way of like you're not afraid to be naked, like you don't care to like walk around naked, like you're very comfortable in your own skin or confident in your own skin. Or maybe people notice this and you could be overcoming this fear of your body. And maybe other people aren't as confident in their skin as you are, and maybe people look up to you for that. And then lastly, we have Temperance, which talks about discontent, and then the Seven of Cups. And we also have Temperance regularly. That means like a balance, finding a balance, moderation, things of moderation. I think you could definitely be a person that, especially if like, if you were in a past relationship or you were talking to someone in the past, you now may have pulled back and you're gathering your thoughts, you're finding a balance with things, you're maybe taking the time to withdraw, to find balance within yourself, finding who you are, finding your own internal happiness. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which is like having a lot of options. So you could have a lot of options waiting for you. And maybe that's something that people could be jealous of, or maybe gossip about, is that there's a lot of potential options for you, or people who are looking to be with you, or talking highly about you, maybe with your personality or the way you look, or people just like find you attractive in some way, and they're like waiting. This could also be a message, is maybe that could be a message, and if it's not, there could be another message with this, is that maybe there's a let me look up the Seven of Cups more specifically, just so I could give it to you correctly. So that means opportunities, choices, wishful thinking, and illusions when it's upright. So I think definitely having a lot of options, a lot of choices, and I think people definitely may see you as like this, people may put you on a pedestal and worship you. Like, I'm definitely getting like simping for you vibes. Like, they may simp for you, and like to the point where that they maybe deceive themselves thinking that you're perfect when you're not, like you're a human being, but they're like, no, this person can't make any mistakes, like this person is, you know, perfect. Another thing I'm getting to could be that you may be wishful thinking, you may be very like you could wish a lot for things, and maybe people see you as a very hopeful person, like you're always wishing for the good things, or maybe sometimes you tend to fall into illusion because you're always hopeful or always looking for the best, like the best qualities in people, and maybe that's something that people really like about you, is that you're always, you know, hopeful and positive, and trying to look at the best, like you're looking to see the best in people always. And I think maybe that sometimes tends to fall with you getting hurt, or thinking that the grass is always greener on the other side. Like maybe for example, you see somebody and you think that they are wonderful, but then when you get to meet them, they may have some bad qualities to them. More, especially maybe for the one that does resonate with the dick, like the person being a dick, maybe that may have happened with that person. Like maybe you thought that this person was perfect, and then turns out that they were a dick. That could be a message. Okay, my head hurts. Let's move on to some more appearances, messages, and then we'll be done. Let me drink some dang water. Okay, what other appearances does my beautiful pile 2 have? Let's see. What other kind of appearances? So we have this one. You may have a softer jawline. So like I have one, this card is supposed to represent a softer jawline, like your jawline doesn't come out as much. This could also be maybe, like I specifically asked your appearance that people like, so that could be something. If it doesn't resonate, this may be someone who maybe gossips about you that maybe is coming out in the reading. Okay, let's pull another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got grayish eyes. They could have like really like light blue eyes that kind of looks like gray, like grayish eyes. Yeah, that could be eye color. I said they. I meant you. You could have those eyes. And it could be someone specific, though. This may not be you, because it does look like this is the same person. Like, they have that light grayish eyes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We have a smaller forehead. There could be someone who has a smaller forehead. That could be you. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying they. This is supposed to be appearances about you. So, your appearance, you may have a smaller forehead. Oh, wait, no, because the card came in the beginning. This could be someone else who has a smaller forehead. Okay, appearances of pile 2, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thinner hair came out again. Definitely someone who has thinner hair. 1, 2. Okay, you could have a oval shaped face. Someone could have an oval shaped face. 1, 2. Okay, we have jewelry. We also have protruding eyes. This could be someone who has like eyes that are coming out a bit, like the girl from that 70s shows, like someone who has like bigger like eyes. Jewelry, you could wear a lot of jewelry. That could be significant. Some more appearances about pile 2. 1, 2. Cheekbones, definitely pronounced cheekbones. 1, 2. Okay, someone could be shorter. Like, you could be short. Maybe you're shorter, or they could be shorter than you. If this looks like someone you may know, this could be like helping you identify more that that's that person. If it's not, if this is you, this could be a message. This may resonate with your appearance, or someone else's who is viewing this video. 1. Okay, we have like tanner skin. So like, it's like tan. It's not like, I would say this is tan. This is just tan skin. Okay, we also have dark skin. I don't think that's the darkest. Like, they are have dark skin, but it's not like really dark, if that makes sense. Okay, let's pull 3 more for your appearance. 1, 2, 3. You could have dark skin. I don't know why I keep saying they. Jesus Lord. Then we have upturned eyes. Someone could have upturned eyes, like the ends of your eyes turn up. 1. Oh, we have... Oh, this one came out again. Tight coiled hair. 1, 2. Okay, we have the heart came out. Oh, and we have... Okay, we'll take both of these. Okay, someone could be very dark. See, this is the darker one. This one's a little bit darker. So, someone could be very dark, like dark skin. And then we also have heart-shaped face. So someone could have a heart-shaped face. We also have colored hairs. You could have colored hair, and maybe that's something that people like. So, if this isn't representing anyone else besides you, you may have, sorry, that made things confusing. I'm not gonna explain it anymore. You get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so soft jaw, you may have one. A person that may be coming out right now may have one. So that could be something that they like about you, if that is you. They may like your grayish eyes, like you may have like a gray blue eye color. We also have a smaller forehead. They may like your smaller forehead, or they may have one. You may have thinner hair that people like. Maybe they like the thinness of your hair. We have olive oval face. They may like your jewelry. They may like your protruding eyes. They may like your cheekbones. They may like the fact that you're short. They may like the fact of your tan skin. They could like your brown, or no, this is not brown. This is like dark. This is like black, and then this is like very dark skin. We have, they may like your upturned eyes. Maybe you have like very upturned, like nice eyes. Maybe they really like your tight coiled hair. They may like your colored hair. You may have colored hair. And they could also like, maybe you may have a heart-shaped face. Okay, now let's pull on to the messages. Maybe something that they would like to say about you or share with you, or tell you. You know what? I'm not gonna even shuffle it. Let's just 1, 2. Okay, we have don't look back. I definitely think this is for some of you who may have had issues with someone in the past. And it's saying don't look back. Don't look back at these people. You don't need this person, whoever this is. We got tropical drinks. Maybe you've had tropical drinks with this person. More specifically, maybe you went on vacation with this person and got tropical drinks. We have you're mean. Maybe they're a very mean person. Or maybe they see, like, they say you're mean, which, yeah. So that could be something. I think it's more of like they are mean. 1, 2. Oh my lord. I will be there for you forever. That's maybe they feel like even though maybe you guys aren't together, or maybe you guys broke up, or that things ended and you purged them, maybe you burned bridges with them, or things ended, maybe they still feel like, you know what, I'll still be there for this person if they do come back into my life. Which doesn't mean that you have to take that, you know, it doesn't mean you have to take them up on that. 1, 2. Okay, we have, there could be someone who wants to spoil you. Maybe that's like, there could be someone else also in this connection. I think this is supposed to be like a bunch of people and like what they say about you. So there's gonna be a lot of people that come in this reading who talk about you, because this is the good gossip about you. So these messages could be from all different people, but we have I want to spoil you. That may be the same person. Like this could be someone else, and maybe this is the new person, and it's like no matter what, like they'll be with you or be there for you forever, and they may want to spoil you. Maybe, like I said, this could be someone who has like wealth or abundance. Like you're looking for someone who has that, and maybe that there's a person that has that who's like, I want to spoil you. We also have they aren't showing you who they really are. And another thing too is I don't think you fall for it, like, or you jump into things too quickly. I think when it comes to love, you think very slow and patiently, like you are withdrawal and kind of like taking your time with it. And you may have a lot of options, but you're not like quickly jumping into all the options. Like you are like taking your time, seeing with them, maybe, you know, going in a little bit and be like checking them out a bit, and you're like, let's see what this person's like, and you're not like jumping into anything too serious. And there could be someone that may be not showing you who they are truly, like fully. They could be holding back. You could also be, maybe they feel like you aren't showing who you fully are. We also have make some tea and watch a movie and then come back to this later. Maybe this is something a little bit stressful, or maybe you've been overindulging or having a lot of anxiety about it, and this is saying like, hey, it's time to take a break. You could come back to tarot card readings, you know, in a bit. Like go take a break and make some tea and watch a movie. Get that aesthetic vibe going on. Romanticize your life. Take a little break. Let's see some other things. I've been talking for so fucking long. 2, 3. We have dark space in life. P.S. I love you. So you could be going through a dark space. Maybe people see you are going through a dark space and they're like, hey, like, I love you. Like, I feel bad for this. I feel bad for her or him, like, or they. Like, I hope they're doing well. And maybe they're saying, like, oh, I love them. Like, I hope they're doing well. We also have two peas in a pod. Maybe people see you as two peas in a pod. Maybe there's someone already in your life that are like, oh, they're two peas in a pod. Like, this could be like your best friends. Maybe there's someone that got good gossips about you and like, oh, we're like two peas in a pod. Like, we're like meant to be together or something. We were just like, you know, that could be something that someone says about you. 1, 2, 3. I'm not a kid. Maybe people say like, oh, this person's very mature for their age. They're not a kid, like they're a lot older than, maybe people say like, you're a lot older than how you seem. Also be careful with that, because this gives me like a little bit of worry, because I've seen this said before in the past. Just be careful with who says this, by the way. More specifically, if a older man is telling you that, oh, you're so mature for your age, that's a red flag. Don't believe them. They say that to everyone. They say that especially to younger people. So if that was said to you, make note and you say take that as a red flag. Okay, just wanted to share that. If it doesn't resonate, ignore that message, but you may just be mature for your age. Okay, we have 1, 2 more, or let's just pull 1 more. 2. I'm exhausted. You could be very tired and need to take a break. We also have treat yourself, go buy yourself something new. Maybe you need to go buy something. And it says, I'm pushing everyone away because I'm hurting. We also have that. You could definitely be hurting, and maybe it's time to bring some more love into your life. Maybe more specifically with your friends. Like, reach out to your friends and ask how they're doing. Okay, we're going to pull 4 of these love messages, and then that will be the end of your reading, pile 2. I'm sorry we didn't really get too much, like, sexy love readings. I feel like because you may not be involved with someone right now, that there may not be anything like that. Next time, I will pull more of those. Because those were all kind of pretty, like, standard. They're not really too much. Okay, let's pull 4 of 1, 2, 3. What is something good gossip people say? 4. Why did I pull 4? Maybe 4 is significant to you. They only want to hurt you. So there could be someone from the past, whoever you're not supposed to look back at. They're not here for your highest good. That is why you purge them. They're not here to love you, support you. They're here to only hurt you, and let them go. Let those people go. Let that person go. We also got player tells this to all the girls. Maybe this person tends to repeat themselves when it comes to, like, it's like they're spitting game. Like, they say the same shit to everyone else. Like, it doesn't mean much. They're just a player. Don't believe them, and let them move on from them, and let them sit in the past. You know, you don't need them in your life. Okay, now let's pull 2 more. Maybe have a little bit more of a positive message, please. 2, 3. We have, is sad when you're sad. Maybe there's someone here who is sad when you're sad. They don't like to see you sad. Want to cheer you up all the time. Maybe that's something that people like about you. Okay, something, maybe also, these could be messages that maybe people see about you, is like maybe they find you like a player, like you talk to a bunch of different people and maybe they're like, oh, they just say that to everyone. Or maybe they feel like they're a little bit worried that maybe you just want to hurt them and play with their feelings or play game. That could be something. Also, maybe something that people like about you is that you are very, you get sad when someone is sad. Like you are very caring when it comes to other people's feelings. 1, 2, 3. We have, is only sticking around to find someone else. Okay, those are not the greatest messages. Yeah, I think this is definitely a sign that whoever is in the past needs to be left in the past. They were a dick. And don't let that dick let you or bring you down, because you don't fucking need them. Okay, I think that's all I have for you, pile 2. If maybe you could check out another reading, or you know what, take a break. I think you need to take a break, because sit back, maybe take a nap, drink some tea, maybe get yourself some food, get into a warm, fuzzy blanket and relax. All right, thank you so much, pile 2. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in one of my next readings. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 3. If you chose the 3rd pile, this will be your reading on what is some good gossip that people say about you. So I think first we're going to talk about appearances. So we have, you could definitely have a bigger set of lips. Maybe you have like really nice, like juicy lips that people love or really like about you or find very attractive about you. They could definitely like your lips and maybe talk about your lips, like maybe like she has really nice lips, or they have really nice lips. I think you could also have a really nice jawline as well. Maybe like your side profile, like your jawline is really nice, and maybe people look at that and like, or like, damn, like that fucking jawline can fucking cut somebody. Like they really like your jawline. You could have an oval shaped face. You could also have brown eyes. Maybe people like, it's like more of like brownish hazel. Maybe you have that eye color and people really like brown eyes. Or maybe they gossip about your brown eyes and they're like, wow, they're so pretty. They're so pretty to look at. Could also be like you have an oval shaped face. Maybe your face proportions are very pretty. We have jewelry. Maybe you wear a lot of jewelry. Maybe people like your jewelry. I'm getting mainly earrings. Maybe something specifically. Maybe someone likes your earrings, or you're always wearing earrings. We also have cheekbones. You could have really nice cheekbones. I'm definitely thinking you have a very nice face structure that people, it's like you are genetically attractive. We also have taller. You could be like, honestly, like model, like no joke, very, like have a very beautiful, like God-given genetics. Like you have very good genetics. We have taller. You could be taller, like model tall. And then we have hooded eyes. You could have hooded eyes. So now on to this section is basically to help us understand if this is your pile or not. So this is all supposed to represent you. We have the Nightingale, which talks about, like, this is more of like an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you could have those placements in your chart that may be significant or coming out right now. And I think more specifically when it comes to competition, maybe you are speaking up more. You maybe are getting a little bit more hands-on, maybe a little bit more aggressive when it comes to competition. So this could be like competing against other people when it comes to maybe love. This could be competing against other people when it comes to work, or maybe just in friends, like a friend group. Maybe there's some sort of dynamic where you're having issues with friends and you are speaking up for yourself. Or just bullies, maybe, like people, there's some sort of conflict going on where you may be actually like having to say your words or fight with your words or fight physically. Hopefully not physically, but there's some sort of conflict we have. So also, this could be like you're speaking your mind, you're speaking clearly, you're speaking up. You could also be singing. You're not afraid to speak. Maybe you're becoming more comfortable with talking out loud, talking about whatever it is you want to say. You're not hiding yourself. You're not, letting fear suppress you and the things you want to say, or judgment. There could be people who maybe judge you or compete against you and want to, exploit your your flaws, but you don't allow them to, you don't let their judgment affect you. You continue to speak up for yourself, and say what you want to say. You don't care. I think also we have, so the sea serpent, you definitely could be going through, it's very talking. Maybe you've gotten out of your shell a little bit more. Maybe you're slowly, progressively becoming more talkative. Maybe that's who you are just in general. But when it comes to, this could be a message maybe you're a little bit more shy, and maybe you're becoming more of not afraid to speak up. Also, sea serpent talks about emotional trauma or some sort of trauma, and that is healing, healing from traumas, and also expressing desires. So this makes me think of you are telling people what you want now. This could be especially with trauma in the past. Maybe you are either had trauma with, I'm thinking more of maybe friend group. We have a group of people. This could just be a group of people you're having an issue with or had an issue with in the past, because this person's looking in the past but she's continuing forward. Maybe there was something that you spoke up about and you're healing now because maybe it ended, or maybe there's something from the past that you are healing in order to move forward to a new group or potential group. This could also just be with love. Maybe you're healing from past relationships in order to move forward. Maybe there's some sort of past trauma that you have that maybe, for example, maybe you were repressed a lot as a child to the point where you had to be shy. You weren't allowed to speak up. You weren't allowed to express yourself. Maybe they shunned you. Maybe they embarrassed you. Maybe there was a lot of talk of shame, a lot of guilt. And maybe that was something passed on from your family, and maybe that is something that you are currently on the progress of healing. And in order to heal, in order to be your most authentic self and not being so afraid to communicate, talk, or speak up, you could also just in general be a very talkative person. And maybe you communicated your desires on that you wanted maybe a friend group that maybe was better, or maybe you wanted, you spoke up about the type of person you want, or you spoke up about a disagreement or something that may have bothered you. You're saying no, and you are telling people things that upset you, and as well as expressing your desires. You're telling people the things you want in a relationship, in a friendship. You're hey, I would prefer if maybe you were more honest with me, or if you told me the truth about this situation. I wish we could have fixed things. I wish you could have communicated more with me, things like that. You're telling people the things you desire in relationships. So if this doesn't resonate, you may want to pick another pile, but if it does, please stay tuned. We are going to hop right into your tarot cards now. So we're going to put these away. I think we are gonna do something a little bit different here. My beautiful pile threes. Just because I want to do it like... I want to pull a lot of cards, but I also don't want to pull like too many that where it's like I can't control. Oh, what is going on here? There is something that ain't right. Yep, I put these backwards. Okay, let's shuffle these bad boys. We're gonna pull 6 cards. What are like some what are some like sexual gossip that people say about you? Like maybe, oh, okay, we got a card. We got Ace of Pentacles. That's pretty good. It's a nice card. Taking everything upright. We also got 9 of Cups it came in reverse, but it's going to be upright. We got the Moon, and we got 6 of Swords. I'm actually going to put this next to this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We got the Star. This is Aquarius energy. There could be someone who is an Aquarius or may have strong Aquarius placements. 1. Oh, wow. 3 of Pentacles. Wow. What is this energy here? It's a really pretty card. Okay. And let's pull one more. 1, 2, 3. I wish I knew all these cards. I just recently bought this deck, so 5 of Wands. Okay. So I'm thinking we can maybe pull some of these animal spirit decks and maybe pull some like of maybe some of the people that are in this connection. Like, who is gossiping about you? Maybe we could ask. Who is gossiping about pile 3? Who is gossiping about pile 3? 1, 2. We got Lizard. So the Nightingale might be someone else too. Maybe there's another like air sign here. We also have Earth. We have Earth, Fire, Air. So there could be an Earth sign that's gossiping about you, an air sign. We also have another air sign. Let's see. We'll talk a little bit more about specifically who they could be. We have Earth again. We have Fire again. Let's just pull one more for the hell of it. 2, 3. Oh, and we have the Butterfly. Okay. Okay, pile 3. So we definitely have a lot of romance in this section for you. So there's definitely a lot of like feelings here, like a lot of like love, more particularly, like definitely love between 2 people. I don't know why I said it like that. 2 people. So these could be, I know this is supposed to be different people, but this is probably going to be a little bit difficult. These could represent different people. These could all represent the same person. These could be like, oh, this is one person, this is one person, this is one person, this is one person. It's honestly how you interpret it. But the cards that are underneath it are always going to correspond with what's above. So maybe that will help you decipher who that person is more specifically. So we have a fire sign. This person could have like strong fire placements, or could be the way they act. They could be very energetic, always like, could be action oriented. They could be very passionate about things, about life. I think with the Ace of Pentacles above it, this talks about like the intimacy and love. Wait, let's see exactly what it says. The Ace of Pentacles. I forgot what the main word was. Gratification. So it's like the gratification and the satisfaction you get after, like that feeling you get after having like sex. So it's like the feeling of after intercourse, like the intimacy, the love, like, you know, you like cuddle up afterwards and just like lay with each other and like cuddle. And maybe that's something this person says or gossips about with like maybe their friends, and they're like, you know, yeah, like I feel so warm or safe or comfortable in their arms, or maybe they just think about that. I mean, we're talking about gossip here, like good gossip, so I definitely think they may have shared that with someone, but I definitely think there's like a sense of intimacy afterwards. You just lay with each other, like cuddle. So this person could definitely be like, since it's gossip, this could be someone who may have shared an experience you had with this person. This could be like someone you've had in the past who was a fire sign, who talked about how nice it was afterwards with you after like the sex. Like it's not even about the sex, it's what, like how you felt after, like the gratification they felt after. Yeah, so that could be, maybe that's something that this person shared. We also have 9 of Cups here. So with the 9 of Cups, this talked about euphoria, and it said that with euphoria, it's like this person, the euphoric like feeling depletes all hesitations or competition, it says. And it's like, maybe with an air sign, you could be, maybe there's an air sign in your life right now who maybe maybe someone who talks a lot, more specifically, finds you euphoric, like something about you is euphoric, and maybe there is no competition when it comes to you. Like there could be like a couple options that we have here of people that this person, this could be someone from the past, I'm getting vibes, but it could also be maybe they are looking for the gratification to cuddle with you afterwards. It doesn't have to be someone from the past, it could be someone also currently. And then this person's like maybe being around you or being with you or near you, or even like looking at you, like looking into your eyes or looking at your face, like depletes all of their hesitations or the competition. Like there's no one else quite like you to them. I think they definitely I think it's different, like maybe when they're away from you, they maybe have hesitations and are like, oh, like questioning, but then when they're around you, it's like all the hesitations just go. Like, they're not there anymore. And it's like you're quite euphoric to them. Like, they definitely gain satisfaction. It's like you're like a drug almost. Like, maybe you make their heart beat faster, like their eyes dilate, their mouth dries up. Like, maybe they literally like lose words and maybe get a little freaked out and like they don't know what to say to you, or maybe they feel caught on edge and maybe they freeze and they're kind of like stuck in the, and they think for a bit and they're like stuck, and then they say what they say and it's like they almost like freeze for a sec because they get caught off guard and they're like frozen, and then they act normal and then, you know, continue. But it's like it's almost like they get stuck for a sec, you know, like they're like, oh, let me calm down for a sec. That could be something. More specifically about this person, I think this person they could be an air sign. They could definitely be like fearless to talk. I think they're definitely a very fearless, talkative person, but maybe when it comes to you, they lose their speech. Like, they lose the words of what to say to you. Like, maybe they get very worried about how you perceive them. I just accidentally said deceive. Maybe like they feel like you may be deceiving them, and maybe they maybe that's another thing and why they may have hesitations once in a while. They definitely could be someone who communicates a lot or just talks a lot, or talks to you a lot or likes to talk to you a lot. Or you guys could just talk a lot to each other. Maybe you're constantly like texting each other. And so they could be a singer. Maybe they sing around you, or maybe they tend to sing, or maybe they sing like a goofy song. Like they just like goofy. And then it says speaks freely with kindness. Maybe they're very open communication, and they speak however they want. They speak freely and they speak with kindness. All right, now on to the next one. We have the spider. And Six of Swords talks about rolling around. I could read the description a little bit more specifically on what that means, or pertains, or I don't know. I don't know what that word. Rolling about. Searching for a new horizon involves a couple as involved as a single person. Outside of your daily routine lies the rest of the world. So, it's like, I think one specific message could be that maybe this person thinks about rolling around with you in the grass, like maybe doing things outside. And it's interesting that we have this here and we also have it here. It's like you're outside rolling around in the grass with them, but there's like someone else like watching. This person in particular, whoever is represented by the spider, could be someone who wants to roll around in the grass with you. It's also interesting that this person has dark hair, and this person has dark hair, but in the depiction, it's like the guy has a little bit redder hair. And so this person may wish, like this person, whoever this is, may wish that they could do this with you, but maybe there's someone else in the picture, so they can't do that. That may not be the case though. This could just be that maybe you guys are already together, and then there's someone else, you know, observing from the sidelines, being like, dang, or wanting that to be them. So this also talks about like searching the horizons. It involves a couple. So it's like this this reminds me of like talking about doing the work to find your partner. This definitely could be maybe the observer. I'm kind of getting more of that vibe, because this talks about someone who is single and needing to put in the work to find someone, like search the horizons to be involved with, like to find, to couple up with. And so I think this person wants to couple up with you, or is maybe stuck on you, and this is like they may need to search the horizon and find someone else because maybe you are taken, or infatuated by someone else. So yeah, so that could be something. With the spider more particularly, this is someone who could be an earth sign, and so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and they could be someone who's very appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. Maybe they're very, like, they're always like supportive and happy, or always like hyping you up, or always supportive of, like, maybe you'll say something and they're always like laughing at your jokes, or maybe when you want to make plans or do something, like they're always like, yeah, like let's go do that, let's do with that, like do what you want to do, like, or they're always like hyping you up. They're always like, they're like kind of like a yes man, like they're here for you, like they're here to they're like so enthusiastic, like they're hyping you up, and they like are very appreciative. Maybe everything you do for them, or do to them, they're very like appreciative, and they definitely let you know, like they'll like tell you like, oh, thank you, like thanks, Jen, or you know, thank you, like they're always like saying thanks. Prosperous, I think this person is, it says creator of prosperity, so they could be definitely be like a creator. It says ingenious creator, the greatest gift of weaving and threading. Maybe they like I just thought of like sewing or knitting or weaving. Maybe there's some sort of like something with that is significant. We also has it's hard work, but the spider never gets tired. They have intricate webs that support the spider. Like maybe they have a good web of like friends. Like maybe they have a lot of different friends and support that creates like a web, like a family. Maybe they have a family tree, like strong family tree, or family, like friends web. Maybe they have a lot of friends that support them and like are the web that support them financially and spiritually. That's what it says. And it's hard work, but the spider never gets tired or impatient. They this reminds us that creativity is everywhere. Be process oriented rather than result oriented. Like this person's all about the process, they're not about the results. Like they could definitely put a lot of work into this relationship, but maybe they don't get a lot of results from it. They put a lot of hard work. Something that they maybe say about you is maybe they find you very attractive. Maybe they gossip about wanting to do things with you. More specifically, I don't know. Maybe they talk to one of these people also, like maybe they're friends. Oof. Maybe they like say they like your hair because this girl's hair is like very shiny and beautiful looking. Maybe they want to like be on top of you or roll around in the grass in the field. Maybe there's something specific about a field and like outside, like maybe you guys spent time outside together, and maybe that's something that they're like, in that moment they were like, they wanted to like maybe make a move. but maybe didn't get the chance to. Okay, next person, we have air sign. This could be maybe air sign again. This could be the same person, or this could be a different person. But maybe I think this person likes how fancy you are. I think they find you very, like, fancy and luxury. Maybe you're very, like, fancy. Like, what is the other word? Like, you are elegant and, beautiful, and maybe you drink wine. Like, you're, like, very, like, a fancy, elegant person. And I think they definitely find that attractive about you. More with the moon. Let's see. So, it says a slow but effective magic action based on the sound and evocation of happy images. It defeats deception, illusions, and restores serenity at home, increasing, I don't know what the fuck that means. So this could be like, you guys may have, it's like almost like maybe they feel like the relationship or the connection between the two of you is like manifesting, and or maybe they feel like they can't fight it. Like, it's just like, it's happening. And it's like, maybe they think so much about it that it like manifests. I think also it's like, it's slow but effective magic. Like, maybe they're constantly like hoping or thinking about it, that it's like, it's magic. It's like happening, you know? And, maybe they just, I don't know, like maybe they feel like there's something in there that it's like, this person, there's something about this person, and they can't quite put their finger on it. Like, they don't know what the hell is going on. Like, they maybe like fear, like they're, especially if it's the same person, like they definitely like get stuck, and it's like, why can't I speak, you know? Like, why can't I talk right now? Like, they're like, there's something about you that they find very magical, honestly. And maybe you guys have like some memories together. More specifically, it talks about like happy images. Maybe there's pictures you guys share with each other, or maybe you're like, oh, look at this, and you send them like a photo of like you guys together, and they're like, maybe they just don't know what to say, and maybe they hold back a bit. There could also, it talks about deception and illusion, so this could be like, maybe when you guys talk, or maybe make music together, or hang out and take pictures together, like live in memories again, or create new memories. It's like that defeats like it gets rid of the deception and illusion. But maybe when that's not happening, maybe you guys are like worried and paranoid about illusion or deception. Like, maybe you guys like are kind of worried that this person is deceiving you, or like, I think it's like mirrored, like you both feel this way. So, yeah. That's what I'm getting with that card. Next, we have the Star, and the Star is a very beautiful card. With the Star, this is attraction, and the fire sign, you may be like, if this was a past connection, I think this person, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. This could just also be someone else, but this is like more fiery, like passion. Because fire, the fact that it has a triangle, this doesn't have to represent a fire sign. This could just represent like fire, and that could be like passion, fiery passion, love. It could also represent maybe a little anger, but I don't see that here. I think it's more of like love. But yeah, so If this is a person from the past, though, this person maybe you glue up, and maybe they find you more attractive, or maybe you find you very attractive now. This could also just be that this person, whoever this person, not only wants the gratification of, doing things with you, but they also find you very attractive. Like, you melt. This looks like, honestly, this looks like melting. I just thought of, melt my heart. Or this person could also just be the star. Let's read what the star says. It says, the action aimed at attracting with no obligations brings sincerity and relieves the soul of pettiness. It is only a romantic invitation to love. The rest will come spontaneously. So there could be some past pettiness. Maybe there was a maybe you're in conflict with this person. Maybe there's a lot of competition with this person. Maybe you guys both compete with each other, and maybe this is like when you guys find each other attractive. It's like that pettiness, just, whatever happened or whatever you were upset about kind of just goes away, because you're just you find this person just so attractive. It's you just your heart melts, and you're I forgive them, even though you're still kind of upset about it. So I definitely do think this person finds you very attractive, whoever this is. There's definitely someone being this person is just so fucking goddamn good looking, god dang. I think they also find you very sexy, because it's just it's just, what more can I say? Just very sexy. You might have also a really nice body. There could be more talk about your chest. You could have a really nice chest. They could be someone who maybe wants to touch your chest, put their face in your chest, they, that's something that they want to do. And what else? So the tarantula here, let's talk about the tarantula. So the tarantula, oh, god dang, is someone who may be at a crossroads, and so they could definitely be going through a difficult time right now. I'm kind of getting okay, so if this all is one person, this could be a person who is really wanting to be with you, or just has a part of them that really wants to be with you, and there's just they can't seem to just let it go. It's just stuck in there, and it's maybe they feel there's just something about you that they're feel tied to. They just feel tied to you, and they could definitely talk about it to someone, but maybe they don't fully express all their emotions. They maybe hide some of it, but I feel they definitely do. Maybe someone else, maybe their friend, because it could be maybe a couple people, maybe they're friends, or know each other, and maybe talk about you, and maybe one of them is talks about how beautiful you are, and then the other one maybe tries to hide more of it, and is and kind of adds to it, but doesn't add too much to it, because they don't want to they're afraid almost to really acknowledge how much they like you or want to kiss you or be with you, or how much they find you attractive. It's like they kind of like hold back because they are afraid, or maybe afraid of like judgment, or maybe they're afraid of that they won't be able to have you all to themselves. And maybe they feel like they may need to search the horizon for maybe a different potential relationship. Okay, so with the tarantula though, definitely at a crossroads. Like they're definitely like stuck wherever they are, like feeling stuck. They're not know which way to go. I know I'm supposed to be talking about the good gossip about you, but there's definitely some sort of love thing going here. They definitely find you very fancy. Maybe they like when your hair is up. I think someone more specifically likes when your hair is up, and then someone else may like your hair when it's just, you know, messy and out. Okay, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles talks about kissing, so definitely someone who wants to kiss you. We have an earth sign here. This could definitely be an earth sign more specifically that wants to kiss you, and maybe like lift you up and kiss you, or pick you up and kiss you. Just wants to like feel your wants to kiss your lips, like wants to like make out with you. But I think it's mainly at first, like they just want that first initial kiss, like the butterflies that they would get from that, just like initially being able to kiss you. Let's see with the earth sign. The lamb. So the lamb is like basically someone who's very sweet, caring, soft, very sweet, nice, just like kind human being. They're very peaceful, they're very patient, they're very nice. This person could definitely just maybe really like kissing you. Maybe if you are in a relationship, they maybe talk how much they like kissing you, or maybe they're like, oh my god, like I get butterflies every time I kiss them, or their lips are so soft or something. I think also this person could have a lot of inner peace and calmness, like they're very content and maybe happy. Like they could be definitely someone who, because this is an earth sign, they could definitely be someone who moves very slowly, but they're like, their life is very structured, very stable, very calm, and they could be a very like supportive, loving person. And they may, so the butterfly is like transformative, someone who is transformative. This could be a separate person because this is air sign, so this could be this person, or this person, or the same person. But this could also be the lamb, just because it's next to each other, that maybe they will be very transformative in the future. Like they will have a drastic change, and it might not be quick because the earth signs move quite slowly, but there's definitely going to be a drastic change that will happen, whether it's the air sign or the earth sign person. Someone is going to be changing a lot. With the Five of Wands, we have watching. So this person may watch you from a distance. Maybe they are always paying attention to what you're doing, but like they may not look at you, but they could like sense or like see in the corner of their eye like what's going on, but they don't like look directly at it because maybe they don't want to seem like they're watching you or seem like they're paying attention. Maybe they like to play like cool or act like, oh yeah, I'm not paying attention to you, but like they are. They always know where you at, Like, they always know, like, what part of the room you're in, or, like, for example, like, if you guys go to school together, like, they know, like, if they see you, like, if you pass by them, trust me, they saw you. Like, they pay attention. And so let's read a little bit more. It says, good luck and happiness are not always only for ourselves, but it can be passed on to others, expecting that someone will give them to us in the future. So this could be like, also, maybe this person finally, whoever, like, if this is not, okay, like I said, I think there's two people, there could be, like, maybe two people involved that maybe are fighting for your love, like, competing. I think one already has you, so you could be in a relationship, or you could be talking to someone a little bit more, and the other one, I feel like, isn't really involved at all. Maybe they kind of, like, you're not really aware, maybe, that they even like you. And they could definitely maybe at some point let go of the crush and finally be able to be happy for you and pass the good, positive vibes to you and finally, like, give up on that in order for your happiness. Like, maybe they will make the sacrifice of, you know, of letting go of their crush or feelings for you in order for you to be happy. Okay, enough of that. Let's now pull some appearances. Maybe let's find some appearances of what you may have or what they may have. So first, the top cards will be, like, the appearance cards will be for you, like what you may look like. One. And then the bottoms will be maybe, like, each person. 2. Three. You could have, like, tan. I think this is tan. You could have, like, tan skin. I just thought of, like, maybe some of you, like, fake tan. Tanner skin. 1. I think I got one. Oh, we also have yellowish skin tone. So you could have, like, cool tone skin color. Also, like, that could be something. 1. We also have bigger sized forehead. You may have a little bit of a bigger forehead that people like. Maybe they like to kiss your forehead. That dome. Kiss that dome. 2. We have dreads. You could have dreads. More specifically, like, one of my viewers that's watching this pile may have dreads. That may not resonate with you, so if it doesn't, ignore it. We also have close set eyes. You could have, like, your eyes may be closer to each other than average. 1, 2. You could also have darker skin. Darker skin color. 1, 2. Oh, and we have thinner lips. You could have thinner lips also. I know we had big lips and we also have thin lips. So some of you could have thinner lips. Some of you could have bigger lips. All right, now let's see what the appearances of these people may be. So what did, like, the people that are gossiping, what do they look like? Oh my god. There could be a lot of people gossiping about you. Because there's a ton of cards. There could be someone that may be hairy, like a hairier person. Let me pick up all my cards. I spilled all of them on my ground. Gosh darn it. Okay. 1. Oh, we have, someone could have a square face, like a more of a square shaped face. Two, 3. They could be paler skin. We also have blonde hair. Someone could have blonde hair. 1, 2. They could also have red hair. Someone could have red hair. They could also, one of them could be shorter than you. And, oh wait, no, that actually doesn't fit because there was 3. Sorry, ignore that. 1, 2. They could have soft hands, softer hands, like really soft hands. 1, 2, 3. And they could be average height. Like, not too short, not too tall. Alright, let's pull some messages now. 1. Okay, we have, this is a sign to not go through with it. Maybe, this person was thinking about going through with something, or maybe you were thinking about maybe talking back with this past person, or maybe just, talking to this person, and it's saying, like, don't talk, like, this is a sign not to go through with it. We have new moon, so this could be like a new start, a new beginning. Maybe with someone specifically with an air sign, and like maybe like starting things off on a better foot with this person. Like maybe this person, like I said, maybe you guys had like some issues or conflict in the past, and maybe you guys are like, you're learning to, you know, people make mistakes, like you're learning to look past it. We also have not going to work out, and it says, you are so amazing, it scares me. Maybe someone is fearing that it's not going to work out, or very, you know, paranoid that it's not going to work out. And you could be very, like, flip-floppy, like, I'm not really sure what I want, or what, if I want this person or not. We also have, I'm jealous of your style. Maybe they really like the way you dress, but to the point where it's like, I'm actually kind of jealous. Okay, now let's put some loved ones. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have hubby material. This is very contradicting. So you may be fighting yourself, or there's just different people for each message, but you could definitely be not sure like what to do, and you could be flip-flopping on like maybe whether this person's good, whether you like this person, whether you're like, maybe this person could be hubby material, but maybe there's something that you shouldn't go through with specifically about this person. Maybe it's too early. Maybe it's saying like, don't jump into this too quickly. Maybe this is for another time. Like maybe this is like not now. But it is maybe coming. Like there's a new beginning starting. And then it says people make mistakes. Okay, so let's pull some more. We have looks at pictures of you. Ooh. They could be looking at your Instagram, or maybe saved maybe pictures that you guys had together, more specifically. Oh my god, I just thought of like, oh my god, maybe they like, girl, maybe they like freaking masturbate. I'm sorry, but like I think, ooh, of pictures. Ooh, okay. 1, But I mean, there's a card that specifically says that, and it didn't come out, so maybe not. They could just definitely just look at, like, and reminisce on past things with you. Ooh, wifey material. Oh my god, we have hubby and wifey material. Damn, you guys could definitely be, like, seeing each other as, like, marriage type relationship. Like, I want to marry you. Like, you could see, like, a future with them, like, to the end type relationship. Like, off the bat. Like, maybe you guys haven't really even fully started talking, but, like, you could just, like, maybe this person's goals in life, or you're just like, wow, like, this fits up with me very well. I just thought of maybe, like, going to college. We just got stay away. So there could be, I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not really sure. There's someone in this that's, like, maybe, they could also look up to you. Definitely looks up to you. I think this could be maybe how they feel deep down, like, that they feel like they should stay away, or maybe you feel like you should stay away. Maybe that's, like, right now you should stay away and, like, keep a distance from them, and maybe in the future that will be a different scenario. Or this could just be that there's one person that is here for you, hubby material, you see a future with, and then there's someone else in this connection that's like, hey, stay away from this person, because this person's not here for you. Yeah. Let's pull one more just for the fuck of it. 1, 2, 3. Don't believe their words, believe their actions. So there could be someone that maybe is telling you everything you want to hear, but their actions aren't lining up with everything they're saying. That could be the person that you may need to stay away from, because they're lying to you, because their actions would align with what they say. This person could also, the person who you should trust and should move forward with, is the one who does put action and put work into the relationship. They may be someone who puts in the effort. They show you with action. They don't even have to say. You wouldn't even have to ask them if they like you, because you would know. You would know. Like, they put in the work. Okay. Alright. Thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. If you like this reading, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.